located 1716 West Main Street, Gun Barrel City, Texas, on Monday, May 16th at 7 p.m. A roll call from my right, please.
Foster here.
Mullins here.
LaRue here.
Evans here.
Yaw's here.
We do have a quorum. City Secretary, do we have anyone to speak? All right, we'll skip that part. Item 1, new business, canvass votes for the office of Council 2 East, Council Place 4 West, and Mayor at Large. Ordinance number 2022-011, an ordinance canvassing the returns and declaring the results of the May 7th, 2022 general election for the election of a mayor and 2 city council members with terms ending May 2024. Mayor at large, Zachary Kennedy had 150 votes. David Skanes had 165. Linda Rankin had 197. Council Place 2, Rita Evans, 118 votes. Council Place 4, Cindy Key with 327 votes. May I have a motion? Do I need a motion to accept that? Nope, just canvass, okay. Item 1B, discuss and/or take action to adopt ordinance 2022-011, accepting the canvassing of returns and declaring the results of Council Place 2, Council Place 4, and Mayor at Large. May I have a motion?
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion to discuss and or take action to adopt ordinance number 2022-011, accepting the canvassing of returns and declaring the results of Council Place 2 East, Council Place 4 West, and Mayor at Large.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Vote from my left.
Yaw's yes.
Evans, yes.
LaRue, yes.
Mullins, yes.
Foster, yes.
Item 1C, presentation and discussion of city events for 2022. Mr. City Manager and Mr. LaRue.
Well, I guess I could probably start with just going to give a brief synopsis of what we have left in for city activities. Just to announce to those that weren't aware, I just give it from a month-to-month perspective. On June 10th and 11th, we are going to host the Texas Bass Nation State Fishing Championships here at Cedar Creek Lake. In July, we're going to have our annual July Fest. This year will be 70s, 80s, and 90s music. A little bit different than what we've done in the past, but we're having a really hard time finding entertainment that we can afford, unfortunately. The cost of entertainment has gone through the roof. So we're going to have a little bit different outlook this year, a little bit different type of artist. I think it will be really enjoyable for everyone that comes. In August, we're going to try to do some type of water slides or movie in the park. September, we're going to do some type of concert in the park with some type of cover band. In October, provided we get enough volunteer help, we're going to do our haunted trail. It's very successful this year. We did it for one night and one night only, and we probably had 2,500 people show up. So we're going to try to extend that to 4 or 5 nights. It just takes a lot of effort and a lot of time to put that together. You got to build sets, and it takes weeks to do that. And then in November, we have a proposal to do an electric art festival, and we're going to bring that to City Council to have City Council discuss and vote on whether we move forward with that. And we thought it'd be a good idea to have Mr. LaRue kind of segue into that. And we have Renee Weaver here with us, who is going to help probably do most of the planning and organizing of that event. So I'll let Mr. LaRue take it from that point.
Thank you, Jeff. A few months ago, I went to meet with city manager, city treasurer, and city secretary. I had an idea that I thought we needed to have a new festival being brought to Gun Barrel City. What was in my mind at the time was, I don't know how many of you have been to Edom, to the arts festival in Edom, but it's sort of like an arts and crafts thing. That's sort of where the idea started. Once we started meeting, everyone thought it was a great idea to take it further, explore it further. And they suggested I meet with Renee Weaver, who is here today. And she actually has a business here in town, Mistletoe Mania, as well as Seascapes Travel. But what I think she's best well known for since I've met her is her event planning capabilities. So I've been very impressed with what she has brought to bear. And of course, any project, this one started to increase in scope and size, and that is definitely true for this. So what we're looking at doing is having a 2-day festival, May the 5th and 6th, or excuse me, not May, November 5th and 6th, Saturday and a Sunday. and it will really be two phases. One will be an arts-type phase that will be held during the day, and that will be free to the public. And we will invite a variety of different vendors that will come and display their arts and crafts, and they will also be having things for sale as well. So that will continue both days during the day. Then in the evening, the event will change to more of a concert-type environment. Saturday night, there will be tickets sold for that particular event, and then there will also be music that will be held during the day, Sunday, while the Arts and Crafts Festival is going on as well. So we came up with what I thought was a pretty cool name, Gun Barrel City Electric Arts Festival. This is, of course, our first go at it, and I hope the council will approve the money. Of course, the money will come from the Hotel Motel Fund, which is intended to bring people into the city, and that's exactly what we want this festival to do. So I'd like to have Renee come to the podium and introduce herself. She has done an excellent job in pulling this together. I'm really pleased to have the opportunity to work with her. And there is a handout in front of you. You can glance through that. If you have any, I'll give Renee a few minutes to talk about it in a little bit more detail than I did. And then I encourage you all to ask her any questions that you may have. Renee?
So I am the owner of Seascape Travel and Events. Event planning is definitely my passion. So when I met Gary, he started talking about the arts festival. No secret how much I love this city at all. I think everybody that personally knows me knows I love Gun Barrel, and I would never have my business in any other city around this lake. So when he approached me, I was very excited to get involved with something in the city limits. Now, you know I don't love country music, but that's okay. I love the same music. So when we started talking, and he said that we wanted arts and music, I was very excited. I personally think that Gun Barrel's the mecca for the entire lake. I call it the heart of the Cedar Creek Lake. I think that we can show off our city a lot more than we do. So I was very excited to meet with Gary and hear his ideas. So we have kind of grown a little bit, because that's what happens when you work with event planners. So I truly believe in my heart, I've researched these numbers that you have in front of you. I believe that this type of event can for sure put heads and beds and bring people new to this city that has never been here. So I lived in Irving in 1997, did not hear about Cedar Creek Lake until 2018. I think we can change that. I think that this type of festival with this level of artists, not just musical artists, we're talking about pottery, we've got a whole category list, and I don't have my copy, but I did make a copy that was juried entry, so we're talking photography. We have got a list of very big names that we will reach out to. The entry fees will be very minimal. We will have a jury with professional artists to judge and to make the awards. I have pretty much done a lot of the work ahead of time, as much as we can without approval. So really, I don't really have to answer any questions that y'all want to throw at us. I think our budget is included in here as well, so if you have questions about that.
Yeah,
this is probably-
as you see it in front of you, it's around $80,000 is what we're projecting.
I apologize, this is probably not the best question you're going to get all day today. But 70s, 80s, and 90s music, like cover bands, what are you thinking? Oh. My apologies.
Definitely. So I believe in diversity. I think that diversity is truly what brings the community together. And I also think that it brings more sales tax dollars. So we want people to stay in the city. Like if they're not staying in Gun Barrel City, it's not helping the city. So the festival that I plan is different music. So we want people to come at night. So we are looking at electronic dance music for Saturday night. We're gonna have music all day long. We'll have different types of local artists playing. We'll have two stages. So we'll have local artists playing. Yes. I think, yes. So we have local artists playing on the main stage, which will be where the artists are set up. It'll be a two-day festival here in East Wayne. On Sunday, we're gonna have more Rat Pack, 50s style, with jazz music for leading into, so it'll start with jazz, it's probably about 10 or 11. And then we'll go into the
It actually did, and I apologize for the quality of my question.
I'll ask this question to whomever wants to answer it. Are we saying that the budget is $80,000 and all of that money will come out of hotel motel? Okay. That's what I'm,
Yeah, we sat down with Mickey and went through the various things that we were planning. In addition to the hotels and motels in the city, we're also planning to look at all the vacation rentals that exist within the city as well, to sort of get them engaged in this. So, of course, they pay hotel tax to the city as well. All of the vendors, there'll be food trucks and things like that. All the vendors, we will be getting their tax ID. So we're also looking to collect sales tax on all the sales that are also done during the festival. So that money will come back into the city as well.
What type of advertising are y'all projecting or looking
Oh, that's an
forward?
excellent question. Oh, man.
Advertising, what are y'all looking, what is your plan to advertise to get the audience here into the city?
So for our artist portion during the day, we will be directing them contact, like directly. So we're working with an artist, Christy Barrett. She's got a brand new art studio. It's not in Gun Barrel. Okay, everybody can't be here. So we're going to work with her. We've got a very long list of people who have performed or have competed in Edom, the Main Street in Fort Worth, Deep Ellum's Art Festival, the big one in McKinney. So we've collected and kind of stole all their names. We'll contact them. Now for the music part, I have an entire street team dedicated to, so you'll see on the budget that's already marked out. So we will have flyers, we will have a dedicated website, we will have dedicated social media, which is definitely something we're very strong at. I truly believe in my heart that we can sell this festival out. We did limit the tickets because this is a first-year festival. So I think we could sell more with the right artists. I just know that we want to limit it for the first time. Plus, our lodging situation here in Gun Barrel is limited. So we do have a list. I'm going to meet, once it's approved, I will meet with the owner of America's Best. We'll get negotiated rates. You'll see on the second page, we're going to incentivize people who sleep in the city of Gun Barrel. That's going to pay us to sleep in the city. If you live in Gun Barrel, it's a little bit different. But so if you are staying at one of our preferred lodges, so we'll have preferred lodging. That's what it's just called in the festival world. As long as you book with that preferred lodging, you're going to get things like a free ride share to the festival. So we've already got a contract pre-negotiated pending approval for services to take them to the festival, so we don't have to worry about parking, and plus we don't have to worry about anybody drinking, driving, et cetera. And then there's, of course, some others. We're going to work with restaurants here within Gun Barrel City. We will also give them free rides to go eat. If they want to go eat breakfast, they have to eat here in Gun Barrel City, though. So we are incentivizing people to stay here that night. And those type of incentives is what gets that age demographics here. Electronic dance music, I know it's not for everybody, but it doesn't matter because it is for the majority of the world, and it is definitely the biggest moneymaker of any type of festival right now in this entire country.
Is November 5th the first weekend of November? I don't have a calendar.
It is.
That is first Monday, first weekend in Canton.
It is.
And I can hear that most of our hotels are totally booked up on that weekend because of people coming in to go to Canton.
That's why we're going to have a contract in place for our people first. So I'll get that contract in place the minute it's approved, and we will have, now the first Monday is not a competing market for this type of festival.
No, but
But for
the
lodging,
rooms
we will
might
have
be.
our contracts in place.
What do you mean by contract? You say you're contracting for so many rooms?
Yes. So we're actually going to contract for the bulk of the rooms, and then they'll give us until, usually standard, it's 30 days before the festival date to have that sold out. Usually these festivals sell out pretty quickly. We have a street team that's very good in Dallas, Fort Worth, that will go and meet with that demographics and get the word out about these festivals.
Okay, thank you.
Of course, we didn't mention this will be in the park. That's where we're planning it. We're thinking about, we have to sit down with City Hall to discuss exactly where we lay things out within the park. But we're thinking the stage would be similar to where Mickey has placed it in the past for July Fest too, and then have the arts separated from that. So this will be on the agenda for tomorrow's meeting. So I want you all to vote for it, please.
Any further questions or comments? I'd like to,
Well, we have to get approval first, but our times are 10 to 4 for the festival, pending approval.
I'd like to thank Mr. LaRue for bringing this, and Renee, for Ms. Weaver for being here to help with it, and staff for working with them on this. Are there any questions or comments from council?
I like it.
Okay, with that. That's it. All right then, and I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
We are hereby adjourned. Thank y'all very much.